Welcome to session 5 of the Bodyweight Strength Program for Everyday Endurance Athletes. You have made a lot of progress if you've gotten this far, building the strength, mobility. You can feel how it affects your whole body and your ability to move, especially as a runner and as a cyclist and as a swimmer or a skier. You've got much more strength, hopefully, in your body. So your squat warm-up. Last week we started with curtsy lunges, and we're going to add a little bit to that. Come back into your skater position, come up, come into a squat, come up, or rather go down into a squat. Go into your curtsy lunge, come up, down into a squat, up, curtsy lunge. Next will be the lateral squats or Cossack rotations that we did last week. So again, bring your feet wide, and you're going to rotate your body so that you're sitting and bringing up this foot. That outside leg is still straight, and you're just trying to bring your butt to your heel in each of the rotations while pushing out your butt in the side lunge. These are challenging, right? So you're going to do what you can. These are challenging, so you're going to do what you can with them. We're going to come into a beast here, and we're going to be doing beast push-ups. And as you can see, they're pretty darn challenging. I got one and my triceps were just dying. So here's some options. Again, using your knees, doing them so that you're coming down and you're still pushing up. So you have some options in how you do these. But again, trying to keep your knees off the ground and pushing yourself up. Okay, after you're in beast and you've broken your shoulders already, we're going to do a little more. So this will be a variation on the tripod that we did last week. But this is now going to be a 2-point on the ground rather than a 1 or 3-point. So we'll come up into beast. This is called a breakdancer. Rotate, bring your hands up, your right hand up. My left leg's going to come out, and the goal here is to sit back and just have my right foot and left hand on the mat. Then come back. You can bring your arm up, whatever you wish to do with that. So then you're keeping your torso is forced to do all the stabilization work. We get up, we're going to do the same bent over YTWs. Last week, again, we talked about having your hands with your thumbs up, thumbs facing each other, or thumbs down. It doesn't matter. You might do all three and just rotate. So again, we're going to hinge at our hips. My knees are going to stay right where they are, and I'm just pushing my butt back until I can't anymore. My back is flat, and then I'm going to start my thumbs up. Inhale, now I'm doing a T, then W, and my thumbs are pointing at my ears. Inhale, now I'm going to have my thumbs pointing at each other. Inhale, exhale into the T, inhale, and exhale into W. And now I'll come up, my thumbs will be down, and then exhale, and W. These are called Shinbox Extensions. I have no idea. You're doing some work with your shins. And this is really a challenge for me to do these, simply because my hips aren't as mobile as others. But here's what you're trying to do. So our legs are kind of at a 90-degree angle. Front, my left leg is down, left knee, and then this is a 90-degree angle. And then my right is a bit of a right 90-degree angle. The goal is to get my right butt cheek on the mat, and it's quite a ways up. But what we're going to do is come up, come on my knees, and I'm going to flip my legs around. The goal is to not do this with your hands on the ground, but I'm going to have to. And bring my knees a little closer together, and then sit back down. So now my knees are no longer at 90-degree angles, but I'm doing them as I can. So come up, rotate, and then come back down, come up, rotate, come back down, and gradually doing that where you can come up without any assistance from your hands, and then also figure out the best way to work with your knees and come down without any assistance. So those are Shinbox extensions. Come up on your knees, rotate your feet, come down on your knees as well. We'll come into a high plank. You can also do this as an elbow plank, depending on how your wrists feel. Same exercise. And in fact, we'll start with an elbow plank just so you can see what the modification is going to be here. So we'll come into an elbow plank. The goal here, as I'm on my knees, is going to be to extend one knee, one leg, and one arm, the opposite. And then come down, extend the opposite. All right, so if I'm upright, I'm going to bring one leg and one arm. Okay, if I'm coming up to a full plank, it's going to be the same process. One arm, one leg, one arm, one leg, or full. And these are challenging because it's a lot of balance, which means a lot of side muscles are going to get activated. There you go. All right, then we're going to add in the side plank. We've done this before, threading the needle. Come up on your elbow or on your hand, rotate all the way through and all the way back. If you need to, you can have your knee on the ground. If you're really good at this, and I don't think I can do this, you can come into the plank and extend your foot and then do that. But that's the really advanced version, and that's not what we're worried about here. The last move for this sequence is a windmill, and I really like these. I'm on one knee. I've got my back leg. This is part of a Turkish getup, which we're going to get to actually next week. But my back leg is kind of at an angle, just to create a little bit more balance. My left knee is forward, my left hand is going to come up, and I'm going to look at my left hand. And I'm going to rotate my shoulder. I'm still looking at my hand, but I'm bringing my right hand now onto the mat. And then I'm going to come back up. And just keep rotating and coming up. If you can keep bending your right elbow and come in even a little bit deeper and rotate up. Then when you've done a few of those, come to the other side. My right knee is up, so my right hand is up. I'm going to kind of scoot my left foot over, and I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm just going to keep, though, looking at my right hand. That's kind of the key, because then you're really forcing your torso to rotate. All right, that's the end of session 5. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week for session 6 and your last one.